A local polling group tells you downtown Seattle is A-OK. There's no crisis whatsoever. Oh, okay. Welcome to the Jason Rantz Show, presented by None Better Tax Resolution. It's like it's 2020 all over again. Crime was out of control, and the far left told us everything is fine. And yet, before we knew it, we reached historic high homicides, fatal drug overdoses, and homelessness. Now we're hearing the exact same thing coming from the radical left. In Chicago and D.C., despite high crime, we're told by Democrats and their media toadies, no, there's no crime crisis. What crime crisis? And in Seattle, a crotchety columnist who refuses to retire took to the blog for the Northwest Progressive Institute to tell us that I'm wrong for calling out what's happening in Seattle's downtown and Belltown neighborhoods. Joel Connolly says, in part, if we're to believe right-wing talk radio, our expressways are filled with moving vans carrying the belongings of those fleeing the hellhole that is Seattle. Downtown and Belltown are train wrecks, Jason Rantz tells us in a Facebook post. The reality, of course, is far different. The reality is, in fact, far different from what he said. That drivel is printed in a blog run by a pollster. It tells you just how much you should be trusting that particular pollster. I'm pretty sure Joel doesn't even live in Seattle, which would make sense given his claims that somehow I'm wrong. See, I actually live here, and I know what's going on. On the screen right now, you see photos or videos of what's happening in downtown and Belltown. Not from 2020 or 2021, not from months ago, from this week and last. A man using a sidewalk as a toilet, open-air drug use and open-air drug selling, out-of-control homelessness with the crime that comes along with it. Businesses are shutting down or moving out of Belltown and downtown, citing crime. Tourists are shocked by the open-air drug markets. That's not spin from Jason Rantz. That's reality that Joel and other bad faith partisan actors aren't going to acknowledge because they can't fathom a world in which their ideology doesn't lead to this crisis. They don't want to admit we're right because it means they're wrong. And even though them being wrong means misery on display, new victims being created every single day, they would rather pretend to be right. He wants to gaslight you into thinking your eyes are lying. They're not. Seattle's in a crisis, and pretending otherwise isn't going to fix it. So, Greg, how have the changes at the IRS actually impacted collections?
Jason, I really have not seen any change in collection. And in fact, quite the opposite. IRS is sending out notices much quicker and less of them. It used to be there'd be 5 or 6 notices that would come out. Now they're doing 3.
So if you're having trouble with the IRS, you have to call Greg Nunn of None Better Tax Resolution. From stress to success with IRS Solutions.